Hey guys. Hey guys. How's it going? It's Monday. Let me just get organized for a second. Hang on. Let me close my door. Hold on. Back. How's it going? So, it's Monday, and I have not been live in a really long time. And I thought, I think it's been, I don't know, 2 months since I have gone live. And so I wanted let me just get organized here. Oh, here we go. There you guys are. How's it going? So, all right, let me know if you guys can see me and hear me okay. I think it's been like 2 months almost since I've been live. I think I went live last time right as my kids got here for the holidays, like around the 15th or 17th of December. And I haven't really gone live since. It's just been an insane new year. It's been so crazy. So how are you guys? Happy New Year to everybody. I know we're in February now, but how's it going? How is everybody? Just chime in with me. Let me know how you're doing. Hi, Evie. Hi, Lori. How are you? Let me just see here. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Diane. How you guys doing? Hi, Pat. How are you? Hey, Jess. Hello, guys. I'm on Instagram as well today. How you guys doing? I just can't. Let me just wave to you guys. Hang on. Let me just say that. Let me just say hello for a second here. Hi. So I hope all of you all can see me okay. Facebook, can you let me know? Just send me some. Just let me know if you can see me clearly, if the picture's clear, if the audio is clear before I get going. Hi, Diane. How are you, honey? Leslie, Therese, how are you? I know I need to be wearing my glasses. Teresa, how are you? Okay, let me know if you guys can. Oh, thank you, honey. It has been a long time, Evie. I know. Hi, Evie. Okay, guys, so I just want to say hello. I thought, today I'd be a little impromptu. I don't have so much to really talk about today. I'm actually super tired today. I was in Colorado yesterday. No, I was in Colorado Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I did some work in Colorado, and while I was there, I saw my son. So that was amazing, and so we had a really good time. It's always wonderful to be able to catch up with your kiddos. So that was great. Such a big airport, Colorado is. My God, I remember like getting out at the airport to get my bags, and it was like baggage claim to the right, to the left, upstairs, downstairs, straight ahead. I'm like, oh my God. Where's baggage claim? It's like it's everywhere. So it was crazy. So such a big airport. Anyway, lovely people. So I'm thinking about giving away a reading tonight, actually. That's what I'm thinking about doing. What do you guys think about that? Lori says everything is clear. Hi, Joyce. Hey, Melissa, everything's clear. Good. You can see and hear me fine, Arlene. Thank you. Okay, good. That just makes me know I can just keep going here. Hi, Rachel. How are you? Let me just see how you guys are on Instagram. How's it going, guys? Thank you so much. Hi, Deanna. How are you? So anyway, I just wanted to take a moment and kind of chime in, number one, and just say hello. But I thought today it would be kind of fun to kind of share a couple of experiences that I had in January. And the reason why I want to share these experiences is because it kind of lets you know how spirit works in our life. Because sometimes, when we're going through life and we're having a bad day, or we're having a bad month, or we're having a bad year, we kind of think like, well, where's our guidance? Where's our love? Where's our support? Where's our help? And so two things happened in January that I just want to kind of share. I thought that might be kind of fun to maybe kind of give you a little bit of an understanding of how spirit kind of shows up for us in our life, and typically at the time we most need it. Because sometimes, don't we sometimes want help all the time, like when we want it? And it's that thing called divine timing, right? And so I want to share a little bit about that. I would love to hear your feedback, your comments. Please chime in. Let me know your thoughts on anything that we talk about tonight. I'll keep it a little bit short because I understand you guys all have, lives and evening, and we're all in different time zones. But I wanted to I thought it'd be nice to kind of share these little stories. And before I do, I want to also just kind of share a couple of movies that I watched, or some series that I watched. I always like to share if I see something. I'm not a big TV person, but if I end up, binge watching, then I know I really liked it. So the first one is The Afterlife. So The Afterlife is on Netflix. Have any of y'all watched The Afterlife? I think there's only 3 seasons. I think that's all there is, so it's an easy one to binge. But it's about a man who lost his wife, and and kind of his like steps through the grieving process, and who in his life tries to help, and how he deals with his grief, and how he finds purpose in through it all. And it's really lovely. And mind you, I will tell you in this mini series here, this thing. Um, the guy does use some words that might be a little bit inappropriate, so just saying. He uses a couple of words over and over again, so just putting it out there for any of you guys that are sensitive about that. But it was really a good show. I binged it and loved it, and I thought it might be nice for someone who was struggling a little bit with grief, and so many of us here who tune in with me have had that. So what you guys thought? You haven't seen it. Leslie says she hasn't seen it. Hi, Alicia. How are you, beautiful? Thanks for coming to my Kisses from Heaven the other day. And hi, Joyce Ludwig. How are you? Hey, Christine. So, oh, Melissa, I missed you too, darling. So anyway, so somebody says, great. So, Deanna Joyce, so The Afterlife. So that's one that I can really recommend. It's on Netflix. And the other one is called The Healer. And it is about somebody who finds out that they have a gift of healing, and they kind of don't want to do it. They don't really want to take on that role as healer, and they're really resistant about it and against it. And then they see the beauty in it and how it really helps, and then they want their gift again. And so, and it was also, that's on Amazon. And that particular show was dedicated, actually. It was done in honor of Paul Newman. And they said he was very much a healer. So anyway, also a really good show. I highly recommend. It was lovely as well. So you guys watched that one. Any of you guys seen that one? Let's see where you guys are. Hang on. Alicia says she's seen The Afterlife. Hi, Chris. How are you? Yeah, Evie says he totally described well depression over grieving. Yes, in The Afterlife, it really, really, I felt was done very well, and it had moments of fun and laughter, but tears, and also the different people that he came across in life, and how he kind of changed through the experience, and how he found purpose in it as well. So I really recommend it. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called The Afterlife. Okay. So anyway, so I just wanted to say that, and I thought today I'd share these little stories. So 2 things happened while I was in the month of January, and 2 very different things kind of occurred. And the first one was, and the reason why I want to share these is because, it's important for us to kind of see, maybe have a little glimpse into how the spirit world, loved ones, God, universe helps us in our life when we are in need or struggling. And sometimes when we're in that place, we don't always feel that, and we don't always realize that support and love is around us and helping us from the divine. And so first thing was, I was on a plane. One of my flights in January, I was flying somewhere. I don't even remember where I was flying to. But I was on the plane, and I was sitting in the aisle seat. And I'm always in the aisle seat. That's where I like to sit. And then there was a guy at the window seat, and then the middle seat was empty. So we're sitting here, and people are boarding, and people are pretty much all done. And then somebody walks onto the plane, and it's a girl. And I kind of see her, right? And she's, walking towards the plane, walking towards my seat. And so she's coming, and as she gets closer to me, I just kind of like, I just feel a little bit like a little uneasy. So of course her seat is the middle seat, right, between me and the man at the window, right? So I thought, okay. So she looked a bit disheveled, looked like she might have had a hard night. And I'm thinking, no, we're coming from Vegas, right? So with the flights taken off from Vegas, I'm thinking maybe she just, never went to bed, right? Because people do that in Vegas when I'm hanging out in Vegas. So, but moments later, this woman is sitting on the chair, right in the middle seat next to me, and she jumps on the chair and she's like rocking back and forth, and she's rocking back and forth, and she's like this, and she's hyperventilating, and she's like not really moaning, but just like struggling. And it gets the attention of everyone around us, right? The aisle across from us, people in front of us, behind us, people are taking notice because she's kind of making a bit of a scene. And the stewardess is kind of watching from a little bit in the beginning of the plane, the start of the plane. She kind of sees what's kind of going on a little bit. And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what are we going to do here? She's a little bit, not doing so well. So I said to her, I said, honey, are you a little nervous about flying? And she says, yeah. I hadn't slept, and I can't fly, and da da da. And I said, oh, okay. I said, why don't you put your feet on the ground? And it'd be really good to put your feet on the ground. And so I'm kind of working with her, right? And I sit her. Now, mind you, there's like 280 people on this plane, right? She sits next to me. Go figure. All the people on the plane, she's sitting right next to me. So I think, okay. So I said, sit down put your feet on the ground. Let's get yourself settled, and let's take some nice breaths. And I'm having her breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe in and breathe out. And I said, just close your eyes and relax. And so she's, actually she's responding to me, which I think is great. So she really wants to feel better, and she's listening to me. And so I said, just close your eyes and let's just breathe. And as her eyes are closed, the stewardess walks up to me, and she kind of looks at me, and she's like, what's going on here? And I said, check back in 5. And so let me see if I can work with her. And so the woman is like, breathing, and her eyes are closed, and she's breathing. So I'm walking her through these deep breaths. Hold your breath. So breathe in, hold your breath, count to 5, 3, 4, and then release. And I'm working with her, right? And I said, now, I really feel like you love pajamas. Am I right? And she says, yes. I said, that's your favorite outfit is pajamas. Am I correct? And she says, I love pajamas. I said, terrific. And where are you most comfortable when you're wearing your pajamas? And she says, in my bed watching TV. I said, great. I said, close your eyes and just imagine yourself now putting on your pajamas, being really relaxed. And when you're in your pajamas, aren't you relaxed? And she says, yes. I'm like, this woman is really struggling with anxiety. So I say, so breathe in. So now you're in these pajamas. Imagine yourself in your bed. And what are you doing in your bed when you're in your pajamas? Watching I Love Lucy. I said, terrific. I said, that's funny show, isn't it? Yes. And I just keep breathing. I'm kind of distracting her a little bit, right? So I get her breathing in and out, taking deep breaths in. Her hands are like clawed into my leg. Like she has these long nails, and they're clawed into my leg, and the guy at the window, by the way. And he's like looking over to me like, what are we going to do with this one, right? And I'm like, see. So her eyes are closed. She's breathing in. I'm telling her to hold her breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, then push it out, and then breathe it back in. And I had her do this kind of in a fast rhythmic motion. She starts to relax, right? Starts to relax. So you see her kind of calming down. The stewardess comes back and says, how is she? And I said, I think she's okay. And the stewardess is looking, and so the plane takes off. We're okay. So I'm working with her, and so I'm breathing in, breathing out. Her anxiety seems to calm down, and the woman falls asleep. On the plane, falls asleep. So I give her this breathing exercise. I'm walking her through this process, and she falls asleep. And she wakes up as we hit the ground, as we land, as the wheels hit the landing pad. She wakes up. And then she's like, oh, I gotta, and she realizes that she was sleeping the entire time. And as we get down, she like takes off her buckle, and she wraps herself around me, and she like hugs me like crazy, which, okay. Anyway, my point of this particular story, and I'm doing a lousy job really describing it, but it was really kind of a moment. But here we have a woman that's stepping on the airplane, a nervous wreck, clearly didn't want to go on that plane, clearly terrified to travel, clearly struggles with a lot of anxiety. She comes on the plane. There's 280 people on the plane. She sits right next to me. I teach meditation. I can intuitively feel into somebody. I knew she loved pajamas. I knew that was what she felt most comfortable in. And I work with her and I actually get her to a state of relaxation that actually puts her to sleep where she sleeps the entire plane ride. Now, I find this really amazing for a couple of reasons. One is she could have sat anywhere on the plane, but she sat next to me. Coincidence? I don't know. What do you guys think? Think that's a coincidence? Two, being able to sit next to me and her allowing me to work with her breathing and all of that, it got her to a place where she relaxed and she realized that she would be able to fly if she had some tools within her to how to deal with her relaxation, how to deal with her anxiety. So she actually got a little empowered on that trip, right? Because, she got a little empowered on that trip because she learned from her experience that she can do this and that she can manage her anxiety by the way I taught her how to breathe and how to move her awareness to a more comfortable place in her mind to get her away from the fear of traveling and into her pajamas, into her bed, into a place that she felt comfortable, then into the breathing, and then into the relaxation, and then it put her right to sleep. So, do you think that was a coincidence? Or do you think that maybe the spirit world kind of knew who on the plane could have given her some help? What do you think about that? I'd love to know your thoughts. Pamela Smith, hi darling. It's amazing, was meant to be. Amazing, Priscilla says, right? So don't you think that? I mean, if you think about it, there's so many people on that plane. There she was literally in a panic. The whole plane was a nervous wreck. When I got off the plane, people were waiting for me off the plane to say, thank you so much for that. We were so worried. We were nervous. We didn't know how this was going to go. Like, she made everyone else really uncomfortable, right? Because that's what happens, right? People begin to feel your own anxiety. People start feeling each other and their nerves, and then it puts them a little bit, in a nervous state. And so by being able to get her relaxed, not only comforted her, but everyone else around her as well. So I find that to be really amazing, and I don't feel there's a coincidence about that, right? I think the spirit world knew exactly where she needed to be, what ticket seat she needed to sit at to be able to give not only her a pleasant experience and to give her some self-empowerment to know that she could do this, but also the other people on the plane as well. So I just think that's an example of how the spirit world works with us in our life, right? And how spirit kind of comes to the rescue when maybe this woman may not have thought that. May not have thought that at the moment, but maybe later on, maybe decided like, that was pretty cool how this all happened, right? But I just think that that's kind of amazing. That's one example that happened to me in January that really gave me an understanding and a feeling like, oh, there's spirit at work. There's spirit at work in someone's life, right? Or here's spirit also using me as a vehicle to help somebody, right? I saw that at that too, and I obviously want always be wanting to do that if I'm put in that position to do that. So, second story. Did you like that story? Hi, Kim. Hey, Diane. I don't think it was a coincidence at all. We are where we are supposed to be. Sounds just like a quote I'm going to share in a minute. Hi, Kathy. Her guides were directing her to you. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Alexis, how are you? Nice to join. Thanks for joining, honey. You're a newbie here. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Okay, so the second one, let me just see. Good to see you too, darling. Let's see. Hi, guys. Hey, Rose. How are you, honey? Rosie, I have your earrings on that you gave me for my birthday. Okay, so second story. I'm in California, and in January, I spent 3 weeks there working, doing group readings and, privates and, on Zoom privates and then in-person groups and things like that. So I was 3 weeks in California. At the same time, I was having my house in California painted on the outside, right? So the outside of my house was getting painted. So I had workers outside of my house, a group of painters that were painting the railings and the walls and, all these things and resurfacing the decks and all that. So they were there like for 2 weeks. So I saw these painters every day, right? So they're working in a group, talking to each other, the music's going, blah, blah, blah. So one day, in these 10 days that they were there, I pull into my garage coming back from a group reading, and it's just this one painter in my carport area by my driveway and in my garage. He's sitting right out there all by himself. All the painters are gone, just him, which is a little unusual because they were always in a group. So I pull in and I get out and I said, hey, how are you? And I said, if you want, the garage is open. If you want to put the vent that you painted back in the laundry room down here, I'll have the garage door open, blah, blah, blah. So it was just him and me, right? And so he comes into the garage, it's him, it's me, puts the vent on in the laundry room on the wall that he had painted so beautifully. And all of a sudden, I feel his father step in. And he literally is like stepping in. And the father makes me aware that his son's heart is hurting. So, I don't like to always just give a reading because I don't know what his spiritual beliefs are or anything like that. I would never oppose a message onto somebody. So I was kind of feeling him out a little bit because his dad was there, right? And I'm like, okay, let's see why dad's here. And I'm in my garage, here he is. And so he's talking about that. And then he asked me, when you're working upstairs, you often were telling us to be quiet. What kind of work do you do? And I said, I'm a medium. So I thought it was interesting. I said, I'm a medium. He goes, what is that? I told him. And his eyes like beamed up. And he says, oh, because And I said, yes, you have a dad in spirit. And he went back and he says, yes. And I said, your father's here. And he says, my father's here? And I said, yes. He tells me your heart is hurting. He tells me that you feel like you disappointed your dad. And your dad is here today because he wants to tell you that you did not disappoint him. He says that you not only carry his first name, but you also carry his heart and the way you like to be giving to people in your life. Would you understand that? Do you understand your dad being like that? And he goes, oh my gosh, my dad was the best. Then he told a story about an instance of what his dad had done for somebody that he never even knew about. And I said, so we started talking about this. And I said, your father tells me that you don't feel you have done enough in your life, that you should be further along in your life, and that you have disappointed your father in some way by not being further ahead in your life. And your father wants you to know that that's not the case at all, that he comes forward today, proud that you carry his first name, proud that you carry his last name, and proud that you step into life with the same heart that he did. And this man just and the reading went on, and he starts crying. And he says, I have been upset for days, struggling for days. I have been so out of sorts with myself for days, not knowing how to get myself back. And I said, well, this is why your father comes. Because he wants you to be good with who you are. Because he's good with who you are. And this is why your dad comes. And we started having this lovely conversation, and then I started giving him a couple of tools and things to help him with anxiety, for one, and also some other things. And we had this beautiful little session in my garage, just him and I. And then we went about our day. And then I went into my house. About maybe an hour later, I see him out of my bedroom window, and he's working. And all the guys in the crew now is all back. He's with all the crew, and he is just beaming with light, a whole different energy than what he had in the garage when his dad had stepped in. He was glowing and beaming and smiling and laughing. And I was just watching him from the window, kind of going, this is so cool. Like, this is why I love the work that I do. And that father knew where I was. That father knew where his son was. And the spirit world knew the navigation and the GPS of where this man was and where I was and how we could help one another. And it was really, really beautiful because in a lot of ways he helped me too, right? Because by me giving him this and me seeing the transformation that happened in his aura, it made me feel even more passionate about the work that I do. You know what I mean? And so every reading I give, I get something from it also, you see. But seeing him so beamed up and glowing so beautifully from that reading with his dad who stepped into the garage. And so, the spirit world knows what we're going through. And the spirit world knows what we need. And the spirit world knows where we are in life and who is on the path that we're walking towards in our day and who can help us at that particular time. So the spirit world navigated all of this. You see, this man did not know in 100 million years that this was going to happen in my garage. I didn't know either. But the spirit world knew, you see. Sorry. But the spirit world knew. The spirit world knew where he was, what he needed, where I was, and how I could help make a difference for him. And the spirit world brought us together. Divine intervention. Divine timing. He didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen. So here's the funny part. So that night, so first of all, what do you think about that? Totally amazing, such a good job. Thank you, Sharon. So true. Hey, Denise. So listen, so also, but then that night, so the day's over, I'm in my pajamas. I'm in my house. I'm in my pajamas. And I'm watching Afterlife. I'm binging it, right, with my husband. And all of a sudden on my phone, the camera goes off and I get notified, right? We have cameras around our house. And so I see somebody in my driveway. And I thought, well, who's in our driveway? There's, our neighbor wasn't there. Who's in our driveway? So I turn on the camera and I see a minivan on my driveway. And I'm like, who's that? And so I have this big window outside, right? I have this big window that looks right into my driveway from my family room where I watch TV. And I stand up at the window and I'm looking down at this minivan and I see that guy standing out on my driveway at night waving at me at the window. Hi. And he has his wife and his child with him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have my hair in a bun. I have no makeup on. I'm in pajamas. I'm watching Afterlife. I'm binge watching. It's the evening. It's like, 7:45 at night. And this man is on my driveway that I gave a reading to in my garage earlier, and he brings his wife and his son. So I open the door, I go down, I let them in, and we come in, and he says something to his wife. I don't know what he said to her, but something like a sweet gesture to her. And says, this is the woman that knew my heart. This is the woman that opened my heart and knew my home. She's the one that made me feel better. This is her, and I want you to meet her. Blah, blah. And then her mother steps in. And I'm like, oh my God. So, and I said, you have a mother in spirit and you used to work with her? And, oh my God, yes. And she likes to play loud music. You understand that with your mother? Yes. Oh my God, yes. I said, she tells me to do this to you. And she makes me rub your head just like this. And then she bawled and she started crying. That's my mother. That's what my mother always did to me. And yes, we always work together, all this, and we get this little reading. So this man literally went home. He says, I told all my friends and my family about you. And then he brings back his wife and his son. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I was half embarrassed because I had no makeup on, my hair's in a bun, I'm in pajamas anyway, divine intervention, you see. This woman had recently lost her mother apparently and was grieving. The man, her husband, felt so much better and lighter and lifted, like that aura I saw on him an hour after our reading together. He felt so good that he went home and told his friends, his family, his wife. He loved his wife so much and realized how much she was struggling with the loss of her mom that he literally showed up at my door at 7:45 at night to hope that I would be able to help his wife. So, I really felt that was divine intervention, and I'm always going to say yes when I feel divine intervention, because I know the spirit world put them there for a reason, and I know our paths cross for a reason. And I always say I'm working for the spirit world, and I'm working, for healing, and I'm working in mediumship, and I work with the spirit world, and I work for healing, and I'm working for them. And so sometimes they call at 7:45 when I'm in my pajamas with a bun on my head. But here again, do you think that was a coincidence that this painter was the only one by himself when they were always together all week? But there he was for this particular moment. As I pulled into my driveway, he's by himself, where his father steps in. We have this beautiful reading. It lifts his heart to such a degree that he runs home to tell his friends and family and his wife, and literally brings her back. What do you think about that? Anyway, I just wanted to share these two little stories quickly, because sometimes when we're grieving, and sometimes when we're at a loss in our life, or we're struggling, or we don't feel there's any help or guidance or support showing up for us on our path, it always is. The spirit world, our loved ones, the divine God, the universe, it's got our GPS. We are always, the spirit world is always aware of where we are and who nearby can be of value, help, and service to us. And the spirit world is always the orchestra. I always say the spirit world is the conductor in the orchestra, moving that little wand. Go there, go here, do here. Oh, okay. Painters, you guys go on this job, but leave this one guy here, because the timing is so precise and precision. Monica's going to be driving back home. He's going to be there. And here's this moment of opportunity. And now I'm going to be able to help my son. And now I'm going to be able to make him feel better. It's divine guidance. It's divine intervention. But that man that day did not know that divine guidance was going to show up in his life. And sometimes we don't know that either. So you have to trust when things start working out for you, to trust that divine intervention is always happening for you, that you are always being carried in your life. You're always being guided in your life, and you always are being loved in your life. And the spirit world is always working to help lift your heart. And I just wanted to share these two little stories, because they're true little stories. They're simple little stories, both very different, but both really were divinely guided. And I just thought it would be kind of fun to kind of share that today, as I was just kind of thinking about this afternoon what I could talk about today. Those stories kind of sat with me, and I kind of felt drawn to want to share those. So what do you guys think? What do you think about that? Let's see. Meant to be, Pat says. Hi, Erin. Spirit orchestrated everything. Exactly. I always say they're like this wonderful orchestra. That spirit rules is orchestra, and then our loved ones, the conductors, conducting things, moving time, pieces, areas, timing, everything. So it's so perfect and divine. And it just always just ends up working out. So please just know that, and know that when you're having a hard time, or you're going through a tough time, or you don't feel you've got that guidance and that love surrounding you, please know you do. I want to share a quote, and then I'm going to give away a reading. So let me see what you guys are thinking. Evie, you're so sweet, Monica, for giving the reading to the family. You're truly one. Thank you. I needed this today, Denise says. Pam, I believe that so much. It happened to me twice in this month. It happened to me twice in the month. See, perfect, right? You are, and when you become more aware, that you are carried, that you are looked after, and that you are being provided guidance and love and support and direction, and that people are coming on your path that will help you forward. And when you begin to understand that, and you begin to put the pieces together, you start to realize that it's happening to you more often than you realize. And then you start seeing all that guidance and that support and that love and that and that divine intervention. And then you start seeing your life turning around, and then you start having that faith and that trust in knowing that you are supported, looked after, carried, and cared for from the divine. And I want you just wanted to share these little things as a little example. I hope it resonated. That's what my hope was. Thanks, Sherry. You're welcome, guys. Okay, perfect. So let me just see here. I want to give away a reading. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to also just share with you a quote too before we do the reading that I thought was kind of good, that kind of played along a little bit with this, these two little stories that I wanted to share with you guys. Quote number 1, everything I need comes to me in the perfect place and time. Isn't that really true? Sometimes we want things at a different time than it's really ready for us. And then we get hard feelings because we think things aren't working out for us. It isn't that things aren't working out, is the divine is trying to make that perfect timing so everything can align, you see. So just like that painter, you know, it had to be perfectly aligned. The time I was coming home, that painter being there by himself, the crew going somewhere else for that hour, you know, all of that, you know, just making that divine timing. The girl on the plane sitting right next to me, out of all the seats available on the plane, she sits next to me, you see. So, you know, understand that everything is purposeful and everything is for your best and highest, and everything is about helping you forward and to help you through the struggles and to realize that there is so much love and support for you. So everything I need comes to me in the perfect place and time. Don't mistake God's patience with his absence. His timing is perfect and his presence is constant. He is always with you. And the last one, know that everything will happen at just the right time, at just the right place, and with the right people. So anyway, those are a couple of quotes, and I just wanted to kind of share that. It's been an amazing start of the year. It's been super, super crazy. I am so sorry I haven't been on live for a while. I hope to get back to it a little more regularly. I got to really plan that in my schedule. And I want to give you guys a reading. So let's do that. So I'm going to give away a 30-minute reading. Why? Because I want to. But here's how we're going to do it differently. Tonight, how it's going to go is you are going to actually email me, and I'm going to pick a number from an email. So I'm going to say, the 15th email or the 12th email or the 20th email or something like that. So here's how I want you to do it, though, because I have other email addresses. I want you to go to my website. I'm going to do this live. Okay, and I'm going to tell you who wins. I'm going to count the email. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to my website, which is monicateurlings.com, MonicaTeurlings.com. And you're going to go to the contact page of my website. And in the subject line, you're going to say reading giveaway. And then that's all you're going to do. You're going to put in your email address, and then you're going to send it to me. And then I am going to pick a number, and that number, I'm going to count down to how many emails, and then that number of emails, I'm going to count down, and that's going to be the winner. And that's how we're going to do it today, is what I just want to say. And also, part of this is I want you to post something in the comments about something that I want you to post something in the comments as well here, just so we're in the right mindset, right? I just want you to post something positive that happened to you, something that made you feel happy, something that's happened so far this year for you that, an example, a story, something positive that happened to you since January 1, something that made you feel like maybe you were guided, something positive happened to you in your life, something wonderful occurred, something made you smile, a certain event, a situation, maybe you met somebody, something. Just anything. It could be short, it could be a couple of words. I would love you to post that too, something positive or a positive quote or something that uplifts you or uplifts somebody that reads it. That's what I want you to do. So this is two things. That's how you're going to win a reading. You're going to post something in the comments that's uplifting, something that uplifts you or uplifts somebody that would read it, something that positively happened that might encourage somebody else, something like that. That's what I want you guys to do. Can you do that? Yeah? So post that in the comments here or here on Instagram or there. So, and this way it's going to be easier for me to give away a free reading because whether it's Instagram or Facebook, I'm just going to go to my emails and I'm going to count them down. So that's what I want you guys to do right now. I want you to do that. MonicaTeurlings.com. Go to my contact page. Write reading giveaway in the subject line. Put in your email address and shoot it off to me, and then I'm going to pick somebody from that email. I'm just going to count, and then that's going to be the person that's going to win. All right? And that way I'll have your email so I can email you some dates and options for a 30-minute reading with me. You can choose a life reading about you and your life, or you can choose a spirit reading if you want to connect with somebody on the other side. You can also gift it to somebody if you prefer, somebody that you think could really use the reading too. If you want to pay it forward and gift it to somebody, I'm totally fine with that as well. Just let me know if that's what you want to do with your reading if you win, okay? Totally cool with that as well, all right? I want to wish you guys all such a happy new year. I hope you guys are having a good start to the new year. I hope that you guys are doing well and taking care of yourself and all of that. So I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes here. Alexa, I truly felt I was shown love from the afterlife. Beautiful. Love that.
Should I play the song From Reggae to Dancehall, Love and Life with I-Octane?
No, Alexa. It went off. Sorry, honey. All right. Let's see. Okay, I believe that so much happening to me. Good. No questions. Sure. Hi, Wanda. I thank you for this reminder. I sure needed this today. You're welcome, Rachel. Thank you, Sherry. You're a gift to others as well, darling. Breath of fresh air. So are you, beautiful Rachel. Hi, Priscilla. Hi, Pamela. So true. Thank you. Hello, beautiful Alicia. Hi, Deborah. Thank you. I have angels help me every day. There is kindness in this world. Love that. Hi, Melissa, Scott. Thank you. You enjoyed the quotes. Miss Pamela, so right and beautiful. Hi, Marilyn. Hello to you. So happy you came to see us. I needed it. Wonderful, Melissa. Nice to see you. Hi, Kim. You're welcome. Hi, Stacy. It's very interesting as I have felt that way for a while and have had some signs, but nothing I can figure out. I'm truly intrigued as it is always meant to be. Exactly. And listen, guys, we don't always have to know how it works, how it orchestrates, how it happens, just that it does. Sometimes, we don't need to have all the answers and everything, Sometimes we don't need to have the answers of how things happen. Just the fact that they do and they help us and they make us feel better sometimes can be enough, right? Do we have to have all the Listen, we know how the light works. Do we really know how the light works? We know it's something, we plug it into the wall, but do we really know all the electrical components of what makes that light turn on? Do we really need to know? No, we just need to know that the light works, right? So sometimes just getting the guidance is enough. Exactly how it shows up or why or the strategics or whatever, we don't even have to know all that, I don't think. Hi, Tony. Turn your scars into stars. Love that. Okay, good. I'm reading these. So perfect. You guys are emailing me, right? Because I'm going to go and pick a winner in a minute. You got to do it from my website. That's the only email I'm going to be checking. So if you didn't do it from my website, you will not be in the contest to win a reading. Alicia, meditation every day. It helps clear the mind and relax. Beautiful. Thank you, Alicia. That's wonderful. That's good advice for people. That's uplifting. Thank you. Christine, helped an elderly couple. Love that, Christine. Love that. Wonderful. I love that you did that. That's beautiful. Hi, John. Lorraine, as I was visiting my ex-husband in the hospital last week and I picked up a feather at the doorway and I felt our daughter was with us for his procedure. Beautiful. Love that, Lorraine. How are you, honey? How are you doing? How was he? How's he doing, darling, after his surgery? Is he good? And I love that. That's wonderful. Yes, feathers is a way that spirit will, show us things. Listen, our loved ones in the spirit world want you to know that they're around you. They don't try to make conversation, communication difficult. They don't try to make signs difficult to read, understand, or see. Your loved ones are not trying to make it impossible to see these signs. Our mind makes it impossible because sometimes we are thinking for particular things when sometimes it's so much easier than that. It's these easy little things that show up on our road that lets us know that they're around us. And sometimes we try to make these signs so big and they often are not. They're wonderful, easy little simple signs and your loved ones don't want to make it hard for you to know that they're around you. The signs aren't typically difficult to catch or see. So it's are you looking for the simple things? Right? Melissa, okay, confused. Am I supposed to message you on your private message? No, do not message me on my private message. You're just going to go to my website, monicateurlings.com, MonicaTeurlings, and then you are going to go to the contact page, and that's how you'll email me, and then you'll put in the subject line, reading giveaway, and then you'll type in your email address, and then you'll send it off to me, and then I'm going to pick a number, and then I'm going to count from the first email all the way to the number that I select. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I have no idea how many emails or how that is. I'm going to pick a number in a moment. That's how you do it, Melissa, okay? So do not message me. Hi, Lori. Diane, my friend is visiting me in a few weeks and might actually come and move here. Validation that I made a good decision. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Love that. So wonderful, right? So when you start doing things that feel good, more things show up to help support those decisions of yours, right? So when you start becoming the trailblazer and the leader, and you start feeling good in your decisions, and it now encourages and motivates, inspires others, you know you're doing the right thing, because what you're doing is now inspiring others. That's always the right thing. When what you do inspires other people to want to take action, that means good job. Hi, Kat. Don't grow through life, go through life. That's a favorite of mine. I recently overcame panic attacks and depression. Good job, Kat. I had to dive deep into myself and utilize journaling and ask for help. So Kat's really saying, if you're struggling with panic attacks or depression, what helped her was diving deep into herself, taking a look at herself, and journaling about maybe the feelings that she was having and asking for help, right? Because there's nothing wrong with wanting to ask for help for those here in life in the physical and for those that are in the spiritual. You can ask for help from those in the spirit world and also those that are in the physical world. You know, never be afraid to ask for help. So many people want to help us. Listen, I talked to somebody about this in a reading that I did recently, where we talked about harmony and balance, and that harmony and balance is so much about not so many of us, we're always giving and not really wanting to receive. We're so good about giving help, giving advice, giving a hand to help somebody. But when it comes to us needing it and asking for that back, we're lousy at it, And so we have to get better at that. That's how we create balance and harmony in our own life. And we are not here to just give. We are also here to receive. Because when we receive, we're allowing somebody else to give. So that's that balance and harmony. Sometimes you give and it allows somebody else to receive, and then sometimes you need to receive so you can allow somebody else to give. That creates balance and harmony in our world. And honestly, the spirit world is always trying to create balance and harmony within the physical world. They don't want us to be off balance. They don't want us to be off course. They don't want us to feel down and sad and depressed. They want us to feel our best, feel good, feel happy. But if we don't have balance and harmony in our life, that's going to be hard to do. And balance and harmony is about balancing giving and also allowing ourselves to be a receiver. All right? Remember that. So, love that. Good job, Kat. Pamela, I have been going through some health issues these past couple of months. During this time, I was reconnected with a friend who reached out to me and uplifted my spirits. So Pamela says she was having a down time, and then somebody reached out and phoned her. And that phone call helped her. They reached out to her and it made her feel better. It lifted her spirits. So it made Pamela realize that there is somebody in her corner, somebody on her team, someone looking out for her, someone who helped carry her. And that's wonderful. So how can we be somebody who could be that person that makes a phone call, right? So maybe for Pamela, it helped her so much to have somebody reach out to her. And Pamela allowed herself to be the receiver, allowed herself to receive her friend who phoned and was giving of her. And that made Pam feel better. So that's that balance and harmony. Being able to allow someone to give to you and allowing you to receive created balance and harmony between both of you. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's a perfect example of what I just talked about. So well done. And I'm so happy, Pamela, that you were able to be the receiver and allow your friend to be there for you and for you to be willing to accept it. Because sometimes we have a hard time accepting help and accepting a hand, and never do. Always be willing to, because you're always allowing someone else to feel good and by helping you, and that's a good thing. So let's see. Okay. Hi, Sherry. She emailed me. Okay, wonderful. Priscilla, happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Yes, it's always a decision, right? Happiness is a decision. It really is. We choose how we want to start our day. We choose how we see things. We choose the decisions that we make. These are all choices that we make, and happiness is a choice, and it's a decision that we can make every single day. You're right. So that's our power, and that's a good thing. Lorraine says he's good. Perfect. Happy to hear that, honey. Hi, Kathy. I'm more thankful for daily things, big and small. Wonderful. Love that. Because sometimes we can be very happy for the little things, right? And sometimes a whole bunch of little things can add up to a whole good bunch of feelings of great things, right? So sometimes a whole bunch of little things we could be happy with will really make us feel good in a big way, right? It's not always the big things we have to look for. It's the little things. So wonderful. Love that. Hi, Wanda. My favorite thing is when I'm thinking of him and one of our songs come on. It makes my heart sing, right? That's a sign. That's a signal of your loved one being there, right? And just a song that comes on that makes you think of them, right? So this isn't big fireworks stuff, but it touches your heart, right? And that's what the Spirit will always want to do. So perfect. Oh, and songs and music is a wonderful way that our loved ones will connect with us. Hi, Dottie. How are you, honey? Nice to see you at my Kisses from Heaven the other night. Let's see. Hi, Leslie, doesn't work. What do you mean doesn't work? Leslie, I don't understand what you mean. Hi, Kathy, Kay. Maria, helping others always. Then little good things happen to me when I least expected. Exactly. Balance and harmony, right? You give, it comes back to you, right? It's a boomerang, right? You put out, you get back what you put back. You get back what you put out. You put out love and help and kindness and generosity. That shows back in your life. So that's beautiful. I love that. Thanks for the chance to win. You're awesome, Monica. Thank you, Maria. I'm going to find out in just 1 second. Hang on. Deborah says, treat people with kindness and let others know we may be different, but kindness is from your spiritual being. Kindness, a smile is free. I have a habit of saying, have a blessed day. Perfect. And that never, ever will fall on deaf ears, because that comes from a place of kindness. And when you say it with a smile always lifts a heart. So, and you never know who needs that smile, right? You never know who really needs that smile. So we have to always assure that even the ones that are having the biggest struggle, or even maybe even the most difficult to be with, are the ones that need the greatest smiles, right? So they actually even need more of our love. And I was going to talk about that if I had a chance to come on Friday. I don't know if I will. Yeah, Evie says, I'm confused, Monica, on your page. On my website, monicateurlings.com. If you go to my menu page, you're going to have a scroll down bar of all these different pages on my page. Go to the contact page. That's how you can email me. So you go to my contact page and then you send me an email, and that will go right into my email box, and then I'm going to count the people from there. You see? Okay, so just go to my contact page of my website. Not my Facebook page, my website, monicateurlings.com. And go to my contact page and send me an email from my contact page. That's how I'm going to be doing it. It's just going to be easier. Hi, Diane. Having readings has helped me heal from the death of my daughter. I'm happy about that. I'm happy that it's helped you, Diane. That's what the spirit world's about. It's about helping you forward through grief. That's what mediumship is all about. So it's about you allowing yourself to show up to receive the messages. And it's the spirit's world's way of being able to give to you. Do you understand? Balance and harmony coming from the spirit world as well. You showing up for a reading, showing up to receive the messages and the love and the healing. And it's the spirit world that wants to give it. You see? That's that. Balance and harmony as well, with the physical world working with the spiritual world. Balance and harmony also through mediumship. Perfect. Hi, Andrea. Hello from Allie and I. Hi, darling. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on. Okay, I'm going to do my reading right now. We attract where we are living at. Yes. We are magnets and we are mirrors and we attract back to us what we put out. So that's what they say, like if you stub your toe and then, oh, I got to stub my toe, and then something else happens, you spill your coffee, or now you're in traffic, and, like attracts like. So we always have to be very mindful of how our energy feels in any given moment. That's why I have that meditation on my website that's about 11 minutes on, it's a tune-up to help recenter us. And you can learn to do that in like a minute. It's very helpful to get you back in the right mindset so you can start bringing back into your life what you want. Monica, it's funny that I was just thinking about you the other day and wishing you would do another live. And then I see a post saying you were going to do one. I love that, Melissa. See, we put our thoughts out and it's like a magnet. It tracks back. Something happened to me the other day with that as well. I can't remember now. Something like just like that happened too. I can't remember what it was now, but it was like exactly what you just said, Melissa. Hi, Marilyn. Okay, so are we sending a message under post? Okay. All right, guys, so I'm going to go check my emails now. Okay, you guys all ready? Is it all safe to say? We done it? Hi, guys. Not a coincidence. Hi, you guys. I'm just looking on Insta. Hang on. Do you guys do it too? Hi, guys. How are you? How are you? Don't go through life, grow through life. I recently overcame panic. Okay, right. Hi, Kat. I saw that one. Thank you for all your good vibes. Thanks, Jess. Thanks for your good vibes coming on. Hi, by the way, I just got an after cooking dinner. Wait. Kat, hi, by the way, I just got on. Hi, by the way, I just got on after cooking dinner. Okay, good. Thanks, Kat. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for your generosity. You're helping so many people. Thank you, Chris, for saying so. I'm happy that whatever it is I have to say makes a difference, even a little bit in someone's life. That makes me happy. We are all gifts, 1000%, gems, diamonds, emeralds. You guys are beautiful gifts. You're treasures. Great to see you. Hi, Tammy. How are you, honey? We can rush all we want, but the divine timeline works on its own clock, 1000%. Exactly right. And so we need to learn to have a little bit more patience, right? So we have to understand that what is for us is never going to go somewhere else. What is for us in our life, that shipment, that delivery for us isn't going to show up at someone else's door. The universe, God, knows our address. Know where we are. They got our GPS. They know where we are. They know how to track us. They know how to find us. They know what's for us and they know how to bring it to us, you see, okay? But we have to get out of the way of expecting it when we want it on our timeline, because that is not always what's going to be best for us. So let's just trust the process and let's let the worry go away and let's just trust what's for us is coming. It's going to come when it's ready, when it's right for me. And maybe I don't know when the right time is for me, but I'm sure the divine knows, and I'm trusting them. How about that? Okay, let me go check who won. Okay, so I am going to give a number here. I'm just going to see here. I'm just going to intuitively pick a number. Hang on. Hold on. I'm just going to pick a number. Ooh, okay. All right. 13. That is my number. Okay, let me open up my emails. Hang on, guys. I'm going to tell you exactly who won, starting from the front. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, all right, hang on. This is kind of cool. Okay, so I'm starting from, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, hold on. Let me double check it. I have it. I have the winner. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, here's my winner, Kathy Silveria. You are the winner. You won a 30-minute reading with me. Congratulations. You were the 13th email from the bottom up, from the first all the way up. I picked the number 13. I then went on my email and counted 13. This was such an easy way of doing this. I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago. This is wonderful. So congratulations to you, beautiful Kathy. Thank you for joining on my live. I look forward to giving you a beautiful reading. I can't wait. Email me, please. You have my email. Give me some dates that will work for you. We're looking at March. So I'm booking right now for March. So I think I have maybe 2 slots in February left. I think it's the last Wednesday of February. If anyone wants a reading with me in February, I think the last Wednesday of February is what I have left. Other than that, we're looking at March for readings. Also, I want to tell you guys, if any of you guys are in Southern California, the first week of March, I'm going to be in town giving doing group readings. So if any of you all have been thinking about wanting to do a group reading, then I welcome you to reach out to me and you want it in person and you're in Southern California. I will be in California the first week of March and I will be doing group readings. So if you'd like to get on and while I'm in town doing them, would love to do it. You can have up to 6 people and they're 90 minutes and I'll come to your home or office and I'll give lovely readings to everybody who joins, okay? So that's going to be group readings for in person in California the first week of March. If you guys are into it and you want it, Kathy, email me. I look forward to giving you a beautiful reading. Everybody, I want to say thank you for joining me on my live. I want to say how much I appreciate you guys coming on. I want to tell you how much it means to me to do this work, how it means to me that even the little words that I say, if it even uplifts you just a little bit, it makes me so happy. And I want you to know I care so much about you. And I'm going to really make an effort to try to come on a little bit more often again. And I'm so sorry it's been so long for me to be on. I hope you guys are all doing well. And I send my love to you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And do you guys have any questions for me before I chime out? Mark them now if you'd like. Otherwise, I'm going to, let's see here. Is there any other questions here? You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Funny, I was thinking of the number 13, Kathy. Hi, Peggy. How are you? Hey, Chris. Hi, John. Priscilla, Christine, Kathy. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming to my Kisses from Heaven. Deborah says, congratulations to Kathy. Perfect. Let's see. Hi, Lori. Thank you for that. Rachel says she loves my lives. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. I just want to say thanks, you guys, for everything. Have a wonderful week. Sending you my love, my good vibes to you. Be positive. Know the spirit world is supporting you, uplifting you, carrying you, and helping you in your life. I hope the little stories today kind of gave you a little bit of validation for that a bit. And I love you guys so much. And until next time, okay? See you guys later. Bye.